Hello, ladies. So this is a makeup kind of duplicate video of New Year, New Love, day 6, because I couldn't get Zoom to connect to Facebook. So I wanted to just go through the challenge today, so you can see the PowerPoint and stuff like that. And so I'll go ahead and put this in the units. And then for those of you who are watching this on YouTube, this is the video that will be loaded up there. So, okay, day 6. Day 6 is about how to manifest love, how to manifest your true love in 2019. Right? Because that's why you're here. This is new year, new love, attract true love in 2019. Well, how do you do it? Well, actually, there's a formula. I am going to teach you that formula now. The formula works literally 100% of the time. In fact, it can't not work unless you quit. And you will see what I mean by that. Okay, so I shared before, just to recap, desire plants the seed, right? So manifesting starts with a desire, and the desire for true love occurs as an awakening within you. And it signals to you and the universe what's next for you. So here's the thing. You have a desire. The universe, life, God, whatever, finds out instantly. It literally is like a signal that goes out. Here's what's next. And then how we get alerted, because sometimes we're not as, actually as in touch with ourselves as God, life, the universe is actually in touch with us, right? Because that energy is connected, and it's always connected, and it's always working. So we know that we have this desire because of our feelings. So you'll start to experience a feeling of longing to have love. And it can feel like sadness, loneliness. Maybe you were alone during the holidays. Maybe you were alone on New Year's. You felt sad. You felt lonely. What does that feeling do? It inspires you. It motivates you into taking action. So there is no secret that the Sunday after New Year's is the busiest time online. Communications up 40%. Memberships up 40%. Why? Because people felt lonely over New Year's. And it motivated them into action. Sometimes the desire, the longing, can be experienced as anticipation or excitement, or like a boost of energy. And one of my spiritual teachers, Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith from Agape, teaches pain pushes you until inspiration pulls you. So we're motivated to take action through pain, or we're motivated to take action through inspiration. I personally have been motivated by pain many, many times in my life. So how does it work, right? So your attracting love is always, always co-created with God, universe, life, whatever your belief system is, right? So life has received a signal. Oh, I want true love. That's what's next for me. That's my desire, right? And it like actually maps out like a GPS, and it brings stuff into your life. It brings events and circumstances into your life so that you can have what you want. Sometimes they might be things that we don't want to experience, but there is a reason, right? You'll hear people talk about God's plan, or you'll hear the law of attraction people talk about we attract where we are, right? We attract our energy. But stuff happens to bring you to your goal of true love. And there's many different ways, just like a GPS, there's many different options to get there, right? You could take the freeway, you can take side streets, you can sit in traffic, or you can just never leave your garage. So even though you've sent out this signal, and even though the GPS is like mapping it out for you and ready to bring stuff into your life, if you just sit in your garage, if you just sit in your house, then nothing is going to happen, because action is the fuel that propels you to your goal. And so without that fuel, without getting into your car, you're never going to get the destination. So if you're in California and your true love is in Texas, obviously, you know, this is just an analogy, you have to actually, you can map it out, but you have to take action to get there. And that's what fuels the universe to bring you the events in life that you need. Okay, so how you take inspired action, because I know that sometimes, I know a lot of my clients, and I know I used to be this way, is that when I would have a goal, I would just start off strong. Like some people would join 5 different online dating sites and line up like 3 different singles events and, you know, go to like 7 different bars all in a course of, you know, 2 weeks. I mean, I've had clients that literally would go on like 3 dates a day. Well, that's not inspired. That's just doing too much, and you're going to get burnt out. So inspired action is the next indicated step. Like for me personally in my life, if I get into overwhelm, I just say, what's my next step? What's my next step? What's my next step? And as long as I just do that next indicated step, I always get to where I need to go. So your inspired action is going to feel like a flash of insight or inspiration, or maybe that little voice inside of you, or like something nagging, right? So, and then once you kind of are aware of that step, miracles and synchronicities start to show up to tell you, yes, yes, you're on the right track. So one of those things might be, you know, you've been thinking about eHarmony, and then you see an eHarmony advertisement on TV, and then you watched my training with Rosie, and Rosie met her partner on eHarmony, and it's like those little things are saying, get on eHarmony. And also it'll show up as like the thing you've always wanted to do. So if you've like always wanted to take a guitar lesson, if you've always wanted to try online dating, if you've always wanted to volunteer for this charity that you love, if you've always wanted to run a 5K, whatever that feeling is that you've always wanted to do, that's your next inspired action. Okay, so how does the manifestation process work? Well, I am going to show you my diagram. This is literally how it works. And guess what? It literally also works every single time. So here you are. Here's our little seed of desire. Maybe it should be down here, but you know, whatever. And so then you set the intention. You're like, okay, you know, it's New Year's Eve 2019. My intention is to find true love. And you usually will unconsciously take inspired action. Like usually you will take an action that is inspired instinctively, unless you're like being the person that does too much. But then sometimes you don't follow through. So let's say you look at eHarmony, and then you go, oh, there's all these questions, and oh, I feel really overwhelmed, and oh, and then you just stop and you don't follow through. What is the result? What is always going to be the result of that? You stay single, you stay stuck, you stay where you are, right? Always, you will always get that result. Okay, but no, you do it, right? You go online, and the next guy you meet is a cheater. And you're like, wait a minute, I always attract cheaters. My ex-boyfriend was a cheater. My ex-husband was a cheater. My last 3 boyfriends cheated on me. I can't believe this. I did all of this personal growth and I'm still attracting cheaters. Oh, forget it. I'm done. All men are cheaters. Well, here's the deal. Whatever your belief is, you're going to attract that. Whatever your obstacle from the past is, right off the gate, 9 times out of 10, you're going to attract that. When I did my very first webinar, my biggest fear was that nobody would show up. And I'd be just like talking and nobody was listening. And guess what? That literally happened. That I think like some random person found it and just like showed up, and it was super weird. So, but you know what? I could have stopped, or I could have jumped on the learning line. What do I need to learn about getting people to show up? What do I need to learn about, dating. What do I need to learn to avoid cheaters? What do I need to discover about my core belief? And maybe you need to learn a new dating skill, like, asking people questions more, or, how to find the right kinds of men that you will be interested in online, right? So whatever when you get that obstacle, which everybody gets obstacles, you learn, you do the personal growth, and then boom, you take inspired action again. And then 9 times out of 10, the opposite of what you want will show up, right? So now you've had the obstacle from the past, but now you might have some, now you might get close and you might get the 80% guy, right? So in my interview with Rosie, we were talking about the guy she met that she got into a relationship. She was with, abusive man, controlling man. Then she gets in a relationship with a guy who's kind. So she gets what she wants, but then he's not smart. So at this point, some people settle. Some people just stay there and settle and try really hard to make it work, even though there's something missing. Or they go, forget it. That's it. I just can't have true love. The right guy isn't out there for me. The right guy is not out there for me. He's taken. Boom. This happened. Why? Jump on the learning line. Figure out your core belief. Learn the new dating skill that's going to get you what you need to experience, to get you to the next level. And then you take inspired action again. And it may take a few more learning lines. Sometimes it can take 5 learning lines. But I will tell you this. If you do this, you will accomplish your goal. You will have true love. There's this thing with entrepreneurs where 90% of businesses fail in their first year. 90%. But if you last 5 years, then 90% succeed in 5 years. Because if you can make it through those 5 years, you will master it. You will get the hang of it. You will succeed. And with having a happy, healthy, fulfilling relationship, if you learn the dating skills, if you learn the visualization, if you learn how to attract, and you learn about yourself and you do the personal growth, you will. There's no reason. There are 42 million single people in the United States right now. There is no reason that you won't. In fact, it's like 100%. So I want to share these quotes with you. Because if you don't take inspired action, and if you do quit, how do you justify it? The majority of the time, when you stop moving forward, that thing you want that you've convinced yourself you're fine not having, that thing you chose to do with your life, do it with everything you've got. So I'm a believer in big goals. Have a big goal. Have a big dream, the thing that's you're most inspired to have an experience in your life, and then do it. Do it all the way through. Be willing to have the obstacle from the past. Be willing to have the law of opposites. Be willing to learn. Be willing to grow. Be willing to learn. And then it's not about making it perfect. It's about taking action, getting a result, and adjusting accordingly. And that is exactly what you do here. Okay, so let's talk about the contest. So the contest is going to be due now Friday at 1 p.m. And I'm going to do another live Friday at 5 to award the prizes. So I've kind of made some changes. I've evolved as we've gone through this. So let me pull up what everything is looking like now. Okay, so in Unit 1, I put the chart, but I've updated the chart, and I'm going to put this chart now in Unit 7. Okay, but the day 6 of the challenge, this is going to be there. So it's up to you to keep track of your chart. So for day 1, your perfect date, you get a point. Your power outfit, you get a point. Your true love story, you get a point, etc. Right? And I'm going to talk about today's activity shortly. Then we have the bonus points. You know, you do these bonuses, you get a point. And then I had the makeup bonus, which was to read my ebook. I put the link in the Facebook group directly to the ebook. If you're on YouTube, you have to opt in for it. And then I would really, really, really appreciate if you would write me a review. So if you're willing to, you don't have to read the whole book, like pick a few pages that seem interesting to you, read it, write me a review about it. And if you're willing to let me use your full name and city, then you get 2 bonus points. So, and I really would appreciate some reviews because I have completely not asked anybody for reviews. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, you have to get reviews for your books. Okay, so now let's talk about the prizes. Ready for Love Grand Prize. 2 women will be selected to receive the grand prize. You must earn 14 points and have the highest participation in all of the lives, in all of the challenges, and you'll receive your choice of the True Love Online program with a profile makeover and online dating assistance with me. So I'll go in and like date for you and stuff and show you how to meet the guys and how to communicate, and we'll do some dating together. Or a belief clearing session with me if you're just feeling stuck and you need extra support. Then they will get the bonus prize if you earn 14 points. And all you have to do is earn 14 points. So now I've given you the ebook reviews to get your extra points, right? So all you have to do is earn 14 points. And you will get my Receiving True Love program, which is super cool. There's 4 trainings in it. There's 21 days of meditation. They're like 10 minutes or less with binaural beats in the background, and it really raises your vibration, and it gets you in alignment with receiving your true love. And yes, the grand prize people, they get that. And then there's the True Love Online program. And so I have said that if 15 people in this group, and we have like 13 people to go, earn all 10 points, just earn 10 points. All you have to do, 10 points. I've given you lots of opportunities to earn 10 points. Then I'm going to do the True Love Online program live, which will be 2 trainings plus the workbook. I'm going to do it with you guys. So I'm going to come on, do the training, teach you how, and then I'll come back for a Q&A. And it'll be in Zoom, in my private Zoom room, you know, with just us chatting. It'll be really cool, but I need 15 people to make it worthwhile doing. So feel free to peer pressure everybody. And then, so again, to do the challenges, you go to the unit, you go to the video training, and in the comments, you post the challenge exercise, right? So you go to the unit, you go to the video training, and you post the challenge exercise there. And honestly, I really think if you're thinking about online dating and that's like your inspired action, do these things, because it really can be rough out there doing it on your own. It really, I promise it can be. So today's challenge. So I'm going to teach you, the purpose of this challenge is to teach you how to do inspired action. So you're going to pick an activity you've been wanting to do, that thing that's been bugging you, that's been nagging at you, that you've always wanted to do, but you never have time, or you're too busy, or you'll do it next week, that thing. Make a list of those things. And then prioritize them by the thing that, you know, seems the most interesting, and do some research on it. Saturday night, like this, you know, going to the horse races. I don't know where I got sporting event. Going to the horse races at Del Mar, you know, Saturday night, you know, research it, how much it costs. Oh, I think I'm going to upgrade to the turf club because you meet more people there. Salsa lessons, Thursday and Saturday, 8 to 10, free lessons. So just pick a couple. You only even need to do one. You know, if you know what that one thing is, you know, if it's to run a 5K, research it. It's the March of Dimes 5K. It happens in, March, March 8th, training starts Tuesday, whatever. And then you post this under this video, right, in the Savvy Women Ready for Love, and you get a point. This is something everyone can do. And the whole point of this challenge and the whole point of all of these things is I am teaching you guys how to take action, because taking action truly is how you accomplish your goals. And a lot of people, and I'll talk about this more tomorrow, but a lot of people are like, oh, I need to work on myself. I need to work on myself. But it's so much faster if you do the combination of action and working on yourself. That is the fastest route. You can get stuck working on yourself for 10 years and see no results. That's why people don't do therapy as much anymore. And that's why therapy is often a Band-Aid. Therapists, I'm really sorry. I'm sure you're kick-ass and awesome. But the coaching industry has emerged because we are able to see that taking action and personal growth together is what gets you where you want to go the fastest. And we are put here on this planet to accomplish our dreams. So I went through that. Okay, I think that's it. I think I have covered everything. I'm really just loving this challenge with you guys. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you for playing. Thank you for participating. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about how to get more. So I will see you tomorrow night for day 7. Friday night, we're going to do the challenge. And then I'm also going to offer a really cool training, Your Last Valentine's Day Alone, on Saturday morning. So the hits just keep coming. Okay. Love you guys. Mwah, and I will talk to you tomorrow.